Well, I want to touch on one thing that we talked about a little bit on our last call, which was Discord, and Discord into a bigger theme of, let's call it, remote communication and how to streamline communication within your team. You mentioned that I think within one org that you're working with, they're using Discord for conversations as well as Slack. Just give me the rundown. It's a new concept to me. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, and it's new to me too in the last 6 months as a person who hasn't really been a gamer, hasn't been super involved in the various crypto collectives and the other people who are using Discord communities. I didn't really know even what it was. We started using it and a team that I work with, I want to say like 6 months ago, and it's been fantastic, surprisingly. So I work only with 100% remote teams, which is easier and easier these days. But so we're typing in Slack for asynchronous communication, and then we're having stand-ups, which is regular team meetings, full team meetings, and Discord by voice, and we're screen sharing, and then we have other kind of live meetings, mob programming, workshops, anything where we just need live in sync communication. We work primarily by voice and screen shares. Something interesting that's been validated by my friend Joe Wasson, who runs big teams of programmers and is a big believer in mob programming. We had him in. He's part of the network that we have. We had him in to talk to the team about what mob programming is and why. And somebody asked him, "Hey, do you do it with the cameras on?" And he said, "No, we don't do it with the cameras on. Maybe just to say hello real quick, but because there's mental energy when the camera's on to thinking, do I look okay? Do I look okay?" It's like, we're trying to get in the zone here. So if you have to use any extra mental energy on something else, like, do you look okay? Then you're not really in the zone with us on the mob programming. So we're all audio, and this is a little bit of a digression, but we do video camera interviews, and then after that, we may never see someone's face again except in their avatar. I was surprised and then later delighted to have it in this organization. And then I've heard stories and talked to people in about 5 different development organizations who are using Discord as their primary channel of communication, and not with Slack, but actually separated from Slack. They just only use Discord. So fascinating to watch, a little quirk of the new era, I guess.
And why is it better than, let's call it, Zoom? Is it just because everyone's already there, so you can like ping someone and you're just immediately talking, as opposed to on Zoom, you have to send a link and there's like that barrier to getting into a call and waiting for them? Like on Discord, it's almost like Slack where everyone's already there, so the conversations just flow really quickly.
To me, it's a corollary to the in-office conference rooms. So you and I have worked inside of offices, and we remember conference rooms. They're rooms that are not your desk. And you would be chatting with someone, and you'd say, "Should we hop into a conference room to talk about this? Just to have some space and maybe a place to draw and share some ideas." You'd hop into the conference room. And then for me, as the person who's much more a coordinator of the people and the work, in Discord, I can look at the channels, the voice channels, and I can see who's in them. I can even see from the outside if someone's sharing their screen or something like that. And so in that way, I can say, "Hey, look, Tanya's in there. Let me jump in and see what they're talking about. I know that she's working on a project that I care about. Maybe this is a conversation that would be useful for me. Or I just need to whisper something to her real quick." And so in this way, you emulate this opportunity to dip in and out of conversations like you could in the office. So a delightful surprise. I wouldn't have predicted that.